A diamond-studded Rolex, a Patek Philippe that costs more than a mansion, a Richard Mille watch so rare it requires billionaire status just to get on the waiting list. On the surface, celebrity watches are the ultimate symbols of wealth, status, and untouchable luxury. They glitter under the lights of award shows, they dominate paparazzi photos, and they scream power without saying a word. But behind the sparkle lies something darker. Stories of crime, obsession, betrayal, and even violence are etched into the history of these timepieces. Because in Hollywood, a watch is never just a watch. It can be a weapon, a curse, or a secret worth stealing. So tonight, we're not just admiring the bling. We're uncovering the dark stories behind celeb watches. Rolex and the dangerous game of status. For decades, Rolex has been the crown jewel of celebrity wrists. From Elvis Presley to modern icons like LeBron James, the brand represents success that needs no explanation. But the darker truth, Rolex watches are some of the most targeted items in celebrity robberies. In 2022, armed thieves stormed into a Beverly Hills restaurant, ripping a rare Rolex Daytona worth hundreds of thousands right off a patron's wrist. In London, gangs stalk wealthy individuals leaving clubs, targeting their watches with shocking precision. Celebrities who flaunt them on Instagram unknowingly paint bullseyes on themselves. So ask yourself, when a watch can turn you into prey, is it still a symbol of power or a dangerous weakness? Richard Mille, the watch too rare to wear. Richard Mille watches are often called the billionaire's handshake. They start at 6 figures and can climb well into the millions. Celebrities like Pharrell, Drake, and Jay-Z showcase them proudly, their futuristic designs instantly recognizable. But here's the problem. These watches are so rare and so valuable. Wearing one in public is like carrying a neon sign that says, "Rob me." Formula One star Lando Norris learned this the hard way in 2021 when thieves attacked him outside Wembley Stadium, stealing his limited edition Richard Mille worth over $200,000. And it sparks a chilling thought. What happens when your fashion statement becomes worth more than your life? Blood, crime, and the black market. The luxury watch world isn't just about craftsmanship. It has a dark underbelly of smuggling, forgery, and organized crime. Cartier and Audemars Piguet pieces have been traced through black markets that thrive on stolen goods. Some watches gifted to celebrities were later revealed to have murky origins, linked to laundering schemes or stolen collections. One infamous case involved a celebrity caught unknowingly flaunting a hot watch, a stolen piece tracked by Interpol. Imagine the embarrassment. A red carpet icon wearing stolen property worth millions, exposed not by paparazzi, but by international investigators. It begs the question, when luxury is this tainted, can you ever be sure what story your watch is really telling? Watches as weapons of ego. For celebrities, watches aren't just accessories. They're trophies in the battle of egos. Floyd Mayweather owns timepieces dripping in diamonds, including one nicknamed the Billionaire Watch, reportedly worth $18 million. Conor McGregor flashes his Patek Philippe Nautilus, iced out in jewels every chance he gets. But ego is a dangerous game. Rappers have been attacked for flaunting diamond-covered timepieces in music videos. At least one violent shooting in Los Angeles was traced back to envy over a luxury watch. And sometimes, these watches become less about telling time and more about counting down to the moment everything spirals out of control. The curse of envy. There's an old saying, jewels bring joy to the wearer, but envy to the watcher. For celebrities, the curse of envy often turns deadly. Pop Smoke, the rising rap star, posted photos of himself wearing a luxury watch and accidentally revealed his location. Hours later, armed men broke into his Los Angeles home. He was tragically killed. His story is a haunting reminder. In the world of luxury, showing off can come with a price far greater than money. The very symbols of success can transform into targets, and in Hollywood's glittering world, every diamond has a dark shadow lurking behind its shine. Timepieces tied to scandal. Some watches carry scandals that never fade. In the 1990s, NBA star Dennis Rodman was accused of failing to return several high-end watches worth over $50,000, a story that tainted his wild public image. More recently, certain celebrity endorsements of luxury brands have backfired when investigative journalists revealed ties between watchmakers and exploitative labor practices. What looks like a glamorous sponsorship deal can, with the right investigation, turn into a PR nightmare. And the watch that was once a symbol of elegance becomes a constant reminder of scandal, the unseen pressure behind the bling. But here's the darkest twist of all. For many celebrities, these watches aren't just luxuries. Their expectations, fans, peers, and even industry insiders often equate wearing a Patek or Richard Mille with being relevant, powerful, or still on top. Celebrities have admitted to feeling pressure to buy watches they can't afford just to maintain appearances. Imagine that. Even in a world of billionaires and fame, the weight of a watch can feel heavier than gold. It becomes less about time and more about survival in the hierarchy of status. A silent competition where losing doesn't just mean embarrassment. It can mean the end of a career, legends, and lasting shadows. Still, some watches transcend scandal to become legend. Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona, worn for decades, sold at auction for over $17 million, a symbol of timeless elegance. But even here, the question lingers. Was it the watch's beauty, or the dark stories of theft, obsession, and envy surrounding Rolexes that drove its price so high? Because in Hollywood, every piece of bling tells two stories. The one you see in the spotlight, and the one whispered in the shadows. Behind every diamond-encrusted bezel lies a trail of secrets, betrayals, and broken dreams. And for some, the watch on their wrist isn't just keeping time. It's counting down to tragedy. The price of obsession. For some celebrities, luxury watches aren't just status symbols. They become obsessions. Collectors like John Mayer have spent millions building their watch vaults, with rare Patek Philippes and vintage Rolexes that most people will never even see in their lifetime. But obsession comes at a cost. Mayer himself was famously entangled in a lawsuit after purchasing several watches later accused of being counterfeits, a scandal that rocked the watch community. It raises a chilling truth. When even the world's most powerful and wealthy can be fooled by greed and obsession, is the pursuit of the perfect watch really a passion or a dangerous addiction? Behind the glittering diamonds and golden gears, celebrity watches are far more than fashion. They are status symbols, targets, scandals, and sometimes deadly temptations. The next time you see a star flashing a Richard Mille or a diamond-crusted Rolex, ask yourself, is it really just a watch? Or is it a ticking time bomb of envy, obsession, and danger? If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more untold stories of wealth and power, and drop a comment below. Would you wear $1 million watch in public, knowing the risks? Or would you keep the bling locked away, safe from the shadows? Because in Hollywood, even time itself has a dark side.